drawing Bobs and Booty. Bobs and Booty. Alright. Are you ready to draw Bobs and Booty? Holy shit. Alright. We're drawing Bobs and Booty. Okay, so Okay. So in the previous 3 episodes, we drew hands and feet. We still need to draw hands and feet. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking pick my nose. Anyway, I'm gonna do a muscular anatomy of the hands and feet. Okay, so tomorrow maybe. Okay. It is not necessary at all, but I'm just gonna, just do it, like update it, right? Then in the next one, we do this, okay? Just basic anatomy and the front anatomy, all of the front shit over here, alright? And then the back shit, okay? Just basic muscle groups which are prominent, mainly prominent, alright? And also the arm anatomy from the back. Okay, I did not do the forearm anatomy, okay, because that is like unnecessary, and there are like just this muscle, just this one muscle is like important over here. Okay, everything else is like, I don't know, it doesn't even appear unless you're like drawing someone ripped or drawing like someone without a sleeve. Right, so what else? And of course the neck anatomy as well. We also did neck anatomy. We do Naruto and Sakura fighting after this exercise, just for fun. Okay, and today morning we did all of this. The neck anatomy from the front and the back. Okay, the armpits and the arms, of course. The armpit and the arms, especially the armpits. Alright, some of these might be like wrong, so take this with a grain of salt, but this was what was important. Alright, then we did the side anatomy, side view of the, I don't know, moon thing, side view. It's not much, it's just, I don't know, just a lot of muscle over here. Then, last but not the least, we did the back of the legs, right? Yeah, especially these parts. We all know what this is, alright? This is gastrocnemius muscle, and also the triangular rift that is behind it. Okay, so that is also very important. Okay, and also the booty, but we are gonna do it in depth now. And then next we did the inside of the leg and the outside of the leg. So over here and at the inside of the leg, there are a lot of muscles, right? So over here there are literally a lot of muscles. So I did not drew this. I just drew it as a adductor muscle. Okay. The outside doesn't have a lot of muscles. It's just, I don't know, all of this shit. And these are the abdominal muscles over here. Okay, now today in this one we're gonna do okay, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. Okay, PP no, because I don't know, YouTube will, I don't know, demonetize and maybe even delete my channel or something. I don't know, for the video. Now we're gonna do this. Alright, tomorrow we will do this. Alright, let's do it. get the boring stuff out of the way, the pelvis muscles, right? There are not too many of them. Mostly it's in the thighs region. Okay, so I'm gonna get it out of the way. Then we're gonna do the booty, and then the boobies. Boobies are the most difficult, at least for me. Okay, because I have never studied the boobies. Booty is fine. I have drawn booties a lot of times, but still, it's like kind of like difficult. This part is like difficult because the overlap is like kind of like difficult. You know, if you do not overlap it very nicely, it's not gonna look good. Same goes over here. Okay, so the overlap is what is important. So we are gonna get the pelvis muscles out. I have an absolutely cool reference over here. Or maybe hold on. Okay, I'm gonna use this reference for the pelvis. Okay, I have already drawn it. So I'm not gonna waste too much time because we will probably need time for the booty and the booty. I have a reference over here of the pelvis. Not too much. Draw it and then I'll just speak up whatever I want to speak up. Is this right? No. Yeah, that's what I was like. Why is this not right? Why is this not looking right? Now it's right. Yeah, those are the abs, and then there's this. Hold on. there might be some muscles over here, but I'm not gonna draw them. Okay, now the most important. This is the pelvic bone, alright? This is the pelvic bone. Over here, somewhere under, I don't know. This is the pelvic bone. Now there might be this. Hamstring muscle over here, alright? So there is that hamstring muscle. Then here comes the juicy part. Look at all these muscles over here. Yep. Okay, so these are not like necessary to remember, but I'm just doing it for the video, alright? For your information and also for my information as well, right? These are absolutely not necessary. Oh! Holy shit! Okay, I'm not gonna name all of these muscles because it's really not necessary. You just 1, 2, and 3. Okay, just put down 3 lines, or better still. Just put down either 3 lines or better still, just do something like this, okay? Just show the adductor muscle posture. Yep, that's it. These are the pelvic muscle. Okay, and here is your PP, balls, or the other PP. All right, whatever you wanna freaking draw. All right, that's it. The sartorius muscle is probably the most important muscle over here because when you freaking, I don't know, rotate your leg, it just pops out this muscle. This is the most important part over here, and this intersects into the tibia bone over here. Right? To the tibia bone. Yep. All right, we are done with this one, right? Just give me like 2 minutes. Let me just fix this. It's looking pretty bad. So one leg of it is like too thin. Another leg is like buffed, very buff. Tibialis anterior muscle. Okay, this one over here, intersecting and over here, this is the soleus muscle. And this part is like, I don't know, the fibula of the bone. This is the fibula, or I don't know, the tibia itself. Who knows? Both of these muscles, if you see your leg, something like that. This is the Achilles tendon. It attaches itself. This part over here. Alright, that's it. Oh, wait, hold on. These are the rectus abdominis muscle, okay? The abs. It goes until over here, right? And there are a lot of muscles, there might be a lot of muscles over here as well, but it is either not shown or it is either not necessary, or it is not necessary, most of it are. Thank you very much. Alright, so hold on, give me a minute. Let me search for I don't know, man. Hold on. Let me see. So the pelvic stuff is like over here somewhere, okay? And this is, I don't know, this is the gluteus muscle probably from the back, coming from the back, alright? And all of this is freaking skin, okay? And these, all of these muscles can attach to your pelvis. Something like that, right? So I don't know. This is not accurate, but it is very essential to know all this stuff. If you're drawing something like all of these muscles are going to attach themselves. Alright, what is next? We are done with the pelvis anatomy, alright? The moon, yes, the moon. very simple. Okay, the movie is like very simple. Now you got something. Well, let me get a reference. Let me get a good reference. God damn, there is. God damn it. No way reference. Holy shit. No good reference. Oh, got him. Hello, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome, 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 welcome. Holy shit, welcome. We're gonna do crazy stuff today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, I'm gonna use that reference. Alright, we have a rough drawing, and now we draw the leaves. I'm not gonna draw the hands are like this time I'm not gonna do the muscles that much, okay, because I have already done, look at this, where is this? I've already done all of these muscles over here, so I'm not gonna do that many muscles, right? Keep that in mind. We're just gonna draw the movements. This is a very important part. Okay, this is a very important diamond. I do not know what this is called as. It is very important. You can draw the PP like this over here, like most people draw the PP like this, so it doesn't really matter. This will be, what is this? The adductor muscle, right? This is sartorius. Yes. Now over here, this is gonna be a bit extended because this is the femur bone and also the ligament that attaches to the femur bone, kind of like extended. This is gonna be, yes. Hamstring muscles. 1, 2. Alright? 1 hamstring muscles. Now this is almost like this. It's not facing us. It's facing upwards. So we're gonna bulge it over here. It's not like necessary too much. Add in these overlaps, you can do that, but they are still not necessary at all. Okay. There will be this adductor muscle again, followed by the sartorius over here. Okay. Same goes over here. This is going to be slightly extended because of the this ligament and the femur bone. Out. Over here there will be a bulge. lines. You don't have to do this in curve like I'm doing. Okay, so even in my case, okay, even I sometimes think straight lines are much better. So they are like, I don't know, they help in you can do it much faster, right? When you're drawing with straight lines, right? That's what I mean. Alright, this is done. Almost done. Now, the most important part, this muscle over here, it is like this, right? And over here, this is the latissimus dorsi muscle, which attaches itself to this part, to this spinal cord, and this is the external oblique muscle, which comes around from the other side. All right, so it attaches itself over here to this spinal cord. Right. So you gotta remember that this is the oldest explanation about this. Okay, and so the muscle over here, hold on, let me show you. Alright, so this muscle is something like this, alright? It is structure something like this. But because of the flesh, it appears to be more rounded. Okay, so you gotta make it more juicier. It appears more rounded, more juicier. Especially when you're drawing women or women. Here, this part is not like this. Okay, it is not like this. Okay, sometimes it is, sometimes because of the flesh, this is gonna be something like this. All right, this shit is gonna be something like this because of the flesh. Okay, it is some very I don't know, fleshy woman. All right, but it is not always like this. It is the muscle will still want to add flesh, you can just like if you want to add more round as well, you can do that. But it's still a little bit that okay? Over here there is like very rarely the round as well. The most flesh is like over here. Okay? That's it. This is it. Goddamn, I might have butchered the leg over here. It's fine though. I've overdone it a bit. Oh. Alright, now the side of the leg, okay, the side of the leg, okay, hold on, let me show you the side of the leg. time doing it. Alright, now this is the gluteus maximus muscle, right? This muscle over here, the gluteus maximus muscle, it attaches itself, attaches itself to the femur bone over here. Okay, so this is gonna be the femur bone. Okay, on the inside of your leg. Okay, something like this. Okay, it attaches itself to the femur bone. Okay, this is the ligament. I'm not gonna name it. I have it right now open. Right. Inside of this, okay, there are a lot of muscles like the abductor muscle, right, and all of those muscles, right. So you do not need to draw that unless you are drawing something like medical anatomy or something. I don't know, something like an operation, like a doctor is like operating this patient or something. I don't know. You do not need to draw it, all right. This is gonna have a lot of fun, correct? So this is like a sack, okay? This part over here, alright, is like a sack, right? So when it something like this, something like this, alright? So it is like a sack, alright? So whenever you I don't know, move the sack, it just wobbles like this, alright, and it just, I don't know, sags like this or drops like this, alright. It's sagging. Okay. So you gotta remember that it's just flesh. It's just like a soft flesh or soft cushion or something. I don't know, soft sack. Okay. So this is gonna sag. So if the muscles are not tight enough, if the muscles are not conditioned enough, okay, it is gonna sag like this. Right? If the muscles are conditioned enough, then it is gonna look very round like this. Right? So remember that. That is the juicy part. Same goes with the movies as well. Movies are the same thing. Sag. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna butcher all this stuff, Look at that sag, alright? It's not conditioned at all, that is why it's like sag. Structure is something muscular, I don't know, fibers, something like this. So this part, this muscle is heavy, so that is why it is gonna sag. Alright, so remember that. Anyways, next up is the juicy part. Okay, you got the hips, you got the pelvis. Now, most important part. I messed up. I always mess up the proportions. Sorry about that. Let's very short as compared to the height. I always mess up the proportion. It's very difficult to get the proportions right for the leg. Okay, when you're drawing the anatomy. It's kind of difficult for me to get the proportions right. Anyways. Alright, let me go and see, and then we are gonna draw the boobies. I have a drawing which I did in the morning, so I'm gonna use that, but I'm also gonna draw other stuff. Alright, so give me like also gonna draw different side view and then all that kind of juicy stuff. We're gonna study this first and foremost. We're gonna study this. Okay, we already have the boobies over here. We're gonna study this first, then we're gonna draw more stuff. So give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and see first. God damn it. Holy shit. Alright, give me like 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Jesus Christ, I did not put the microphone up until now. Holy shit. Alright, I'll be right back. Hold on, give me like 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Okay, now before we draw the boobies and yeah, boobies, not booties. We already draw the booty. Okay, before we draw the boobies, I have to explain everything that I did just now. 47 minutes of wastage, Jesus Christ, because I forgot to put on my microphone. Okay, the microphone was dangling at the side over here. Alright, so I gotta explain everything that we did up until now. Okay, so give me like 2 minutes. Alright, in 2 minutes I'm gonna explain everything. Alright. No. Oh shit. Okay, pelvic muscles. Okay, sartorius, very important muscle. When you rotate the leg, this muscle that I'm drawing right now. Okay, when you rotate the leg, it is gonna pop out. Okay, it is a very important muscle. Okay, now the pelvic muscle over here, you can just draw it something like this, the adductor muscles. All right, this bulge, this thigh bulge over here. All right, you can just draw it something like this. All right, or you can just, I don't know, these are all of the muscles over here. 1 2 3. All right, 1 2 3 and 4. All right, these are all of the muscles over here. These attach to the hip bone over here, which is the iliac bone. Okay, it goes like this, something like this. I don't know, man. The hip bone is like freaking, I don't know, weird. It's the weirdest part of the human body. It goes something like this. Okay, this is the behind of the hip bone. Hip bone is like freaking weird. I don't know. It's the freakiest part of the human body. I'm not even gonna freaking study this shit. All right. That's it. That's about it. Okay. This is the bicep femoris, or the hamstring muscle over here. This is the brachialis muscle. All right. And these are all the pelvic muscles over here. The adductor maximus, adductor minimus, and all that kind of juicy freaking stuff. I don't know. That's about it. Pelvic muscles. All right, booty. This is the gluteus maximus, the main booty muscle, and under this there are a lot of different muscles that attach to the pelvic bone. All right, it looks something like this from the outside and the side view. All right, this is the outside of the leg. Okay, it attaches itself to the femur bone, which is situated something like this. All right, yeah, got him. Okay, and you can draw the PP over here, something like this, like everybody does. Everybody draws PP over here just to show that juiciness. And these are all of the muscles of the legs. That's about it. That is the gist of it. Okay, and yeah, okay, and something else, this overlap is very necessary to show the three-dimensionality of the legs. All right, so this overlap is like absolutely necessary, so you gotta do this overlap. All right, and this part is gonna bulge itself out because there is this tendon. Okay, and also there is this, I don't know, hip bone or something. I don't know, it's not the hip bone, it's something else. Okay, so it's the hip bone. No, wait, hold on, it's not the hip bone. The hip bone goes something like this. All right, and so this is the tendon or something, I don't know. So this is gonna freaking bulge out. Oh, sorry, not the tendon, this is the femur bone. I'm sorry. So the femur bone is something like this. God damn, I need to study anatomy. Femur bone goes something like this. Anyways, this is the femur bone and also the tendon, so this is gonna bulge out. All right, so remember that. anyways, I could be wrong, so please take this with a grain of salt. I'm just practicing over here like a freaking madman. Alright, now, oh Jesus, now the most important stuff, the boobies. The boobies. Alright, I'm not gonna draw the main parts, the nipple and the areola, okay, because that is gonna freaking, I don't know, demonetize me for sure. Alright, so yeah, okay, now most important thing, okay, this is the pectoral muscle, which everybody has it, this part over here. Okay, I'm gonna do it in red. Okay, give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna do it in red so that everybody understands it. Okay, so this is the pectoralis major, this part over here, this, all of this shit, pectoralis major, and this is pectoralis minor. All right, now, and this attaches itself, also attaches itself to the sternum, which is present over here. Okay, so this is the sternum. Attaches itself to the clavicle and the sternum. All right, so something like this. This is the whole red thing is a pectoralis muscle. All right, so remember that, and everybody has it, even women. All right, now the most important stuff, the boobies actually are teardrop shaped. All right, so something like this. Let me do this on another layer. So I already have drawn the teardrop shape over here, all right? Teardrop shape, and here there is the areola and the nipple. All right, I'm just gonna draw this one. All right, now they are the same, there is the same principle as this one. Okay, this sag. Okay, this shit sags because it is freaking heavy. All right, this shit sags because this muscle is freaking, I don't know, biggest muscle of in the body, and it is freaking heavy. Okay, it's just like a sack. Okay, just like a water balloon or a water sack or something, I don't know. So essentially this is also gonna sag. All right, and the most important stuff to remember that it is teardrop shape. Okay, it is freaking it is freaking teardrop shape. Yep, like this, and it attaches itself inside of over here where I don't know, there is the pectoralis muscle. All right, so hold on, I drew the pectoralis muscle wrong. over here. Over here. So it will go something like the pectoralis will go something like this. Yes. Yes, it will go something like this because she's like raising her arms, so the pectoralis muscle intersection will change. Okay, now so that this teardrop will naturally go inside of over here. All right, same over here. So you gotta freaking remember that. All right, now we're gonna draw some boobies. All right. Okay, one more thing that I want to mention about the boobies. Hold on, give me like 2 minutes. All right, there is one more thing that I want to mention. Okay, same thing that I mentioned over here. If it is toned, then the muscle is gonna look like this. Okay, like very round. All right, if it is toned, it is worked out, the muscle is gonna look very round. Okay, this is not a toned muscle, that is why this is sagging over here. Or if it's toned, then it's gonna look very round and very buff and very, I don't know, toned. Okay, it's not gonna sag that much. It is still gonna sag. Okay, it's not like it's not gonna sag at all. It is still gonna sag because of gravity. It's still gonna look very toned. So if the boobies are toned, they're gonna look more round and with less sag. All right, so that is one thing that you gotta remember. All right, next we are gonna draw woman. Oh shit. So we're gonna draw this shit from this side. All right, so I'm gonna show you what happens at this side. Okay, I have a drawing reference. It's not a realistic reference, but it's a drawing reference. So it's an illustration. All right, so but I'm gonna show you what happens if you draw them from the side. What happens at the sides. All right, let's draw this shit. Okay, this is the neck. This is the infamous, all right, infamous armpit diamond, all right. This is the infamous armpit diamond, all right, and this is the trapezius muscle over here. This is the latissimus dorsi. This is the rectus abdominis. This is the I forgot the name, hold on. The sternocleidomastoid, yes. And there are a lot of muscles over here which I'm not gonna draw. I'm not gonna draw. And this is the pectoral muscle, all right. Now, as I said before, as I mentioned before, the boobies go along with the pectoral muscle. So this is already forming the teardrop shape, okay. So look at this. This is the teardrop shape, right? This is already forming, and this rift, sorry, this what it is called as, I don't know, this crease over here, it is most important to show because this is the underside of the skin, okay, which meets this skin over here, right? So this rift is most important to show, and this overlap is also important because this other boobie, other pectoral muscle is gonna be covered up because of this pectoral muscle over here, right? So this is the sag that I'm talking about, okay. It's gonna sag because of gravity, okay. And there will be this nipple over here, right? So yeah, you can draw this, I don't know, a bit. Juicier, like plump, okay. And then over here it's gonna rift, it's gonna create a rift over here, so you can draw something like that also, okay. But this thing is most important, and this over here, this part is where your ribs are actually. So if I draw the ribs over here, this is gonna be the serratus muscles over here of the ribs. I might have butchered the ribs, but you get the point. All right, so yeah. But in females, in women, the serratus muscles are not that I don't know, not that apparent, okay. You can like when you stretch the arm, when you stretch the arms, you can of course see the ribs, but not the serratus muscle, right? So they are not that apparent, so they are not necessary to draw over here. But it is always necessary to remember that this latissimus dorsi muscle is gonna freaking, I don't know, create a rift like this one over here. Okay, so this is gonna be a rift between the boobies and the latissimus dorsi muscle. All right, so yeah, so this is why this part over here, this underside curve of the boobies, is very essential to show. All right, that's it. Now we are gonna talk about some of the, hold on, I might have drawn this hand like really I don't know, like really very big. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the overlap of the boobies. All right, the overlap of the boobies. Okay, give me a minute. There are a lot of viewers yesterday, but not today. I don't know. It may be some YouTube shit that is going on. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the overlap of the boobies. All right, and of course also the hips as well. Okay, because the overlap is the most important part, otherwise it's not gonna look believable. All right, so yeah. Oh yeah, and also of course one more thing that I wanted to mention was so one more thing that I wanted to mention was all of these things that I have said up until now. Okay, this applies to all shapes and sizes. So for example, some booties might be like really big, some booties might be flat like this. Okay, but all of this shit applies to everything. Okay, same goes for the boobs as well. Some boobies may be very big, some boobies may be very, I don't know, small. But so for example over here this one is like very big, but over here this one is a smaller one, more of a flat chested one. Okay, so but all of these things that I mentioned over here, it applies to every single one of them. It's just that the flesh may be a bit less when compared to other ones, or maybe a bit more depending upon the size. All right, so yeah. Now we're gonna overlap this shit. Let me get some references. Give me like 2 minutes. Really. Okay, I think the Pinterest is not the accurate website for references. I gotta search on Twitter. Alright, I got a good booty reference. Alright, okay. That's it. So the overlap will essentially happen with the center line, okay, or the spinal column, okay, where the spinal column is situated. So it is the spinal column over here is situated over here, okay. So this is the center line of the body, okay. The overlap is gonna happen, of course, at the center line. Okay, this again, this is the diamond. This is the infamous diamond shape of the body, of the hips, of the lower back, I mean, sorry, not just the hips, the lower back, which is caused by the muscles around it. All right, this is again gonna be, this flesh is gonna be something like this. So this part is gonna be rounded, okay, because of the flesh. And what else? And then you can also do something like this. All right, you can also have this one as rounded as well. But for, I don't know, aesthetic purposes, I'm not gonna do it that rounded, because if you do it like, if you overdo it, it's not gonna look good, okay. You gotta keep it minimalistic. And the muscle is gonna go over here. This is the actual muscle of the body, okay. Now I haven't shown the muscle over here, so it is still going on the other side of the leg, but since this is all flesh, okay, it's away from the camera, it's gonna look round. All right, and this is the leg muscles as usual, okay. So yeah, same goes over here. These are the leg muscles. You can, right, that's it. That is the overlap. The overlap is most important, because without the overlap, it's not gonna look juicy, it's not gonna look good enough. All right, Always remember the overlap is where the center line is. Alright, yes. So instead of this sharp crease over here, what you can do is you can have this softer crease like this, because it's skin and it's gonna, you know, have a softer transition of whatever skin of the crease. Alright, just to make it more, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing in a way. Alright, so yeah, these are the booties, the overlap of the booties, and it happens all the time with all the way. Alright, you can draw something like this, alright, but this is not gonna look that good anyways. So remember, this diamond shape is most important because it is caused by all of the muscles that are around. The gluteus maximus muscle, alright, and these latissimus dorsi muscle, which then attaches itself over here. Okay, these are the tendons of the latissimus dorsi muscle. Okay, that is what is causing the diamond shape to appear. So there is no muscle over here. These are just, I don't know, ligaments. All right, so these are essentially the ligaments of all of the muscles around the diamond shape. Okay, and I think there is an vertebra over here, if I'm not wrong. Okay, but I could be wrong. Anyways, so this is the booty, the juicy booties. Okay, now the boobies. The boobies are also important, very important. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot to cover up the underside of the booty and the boobies. Hold on. And I'm gonna cover it up and then we're gonna end the stream, alright? Let me get a good reference. Jesus Christ, it's so hard. Oh my god, there is no reference. Okay, whatever, man. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna do. Okay, hold on. So this is like almost like a overlap. Okay, so in this example, okay, this is gonna overlap same as this. This is gonna freaking overlap on this part. Okay, on the other movie. Okay, so the overlap is most important. Even in this one, it is gonna overlap on this other one. Okay, now what I wanted to cover is what happens, especially for the boobies. Okay, what happens when you look at them from the top side. Okay, so from this side, all right, or when you are, I don't know, when you are like leaning down. Okay, so what is gonna happen? So we are gonna draw something like this. I seriously hope I do not get freaking, I don't know, banned for this on YouTube or something. But oh well, whatever, man. As it is, I did not have any subscribers as it is. So like it's like nothing lost, nothing gained, or nothing gained, nothing lost, whatever, man. Oh well. Okay, so in this one, I'm also gonna show the overlap, kind of like the overlap. Okay, so this is the clavicle, this is the neck area. Okay, this is the neck. This is the pectoralis muscle over here. Of course, this is the belly and the rest of the body over here, and this is the shoulder muscle. I don't know. All right, whatever. You get the point, right? Now, what is gonna happen is we're gonna draw the teardrop shape first, right? Okay, I'm gonna rub all that shit. Okay, so because of gravity, it's gonna sag down. All right, it's gonna freaking, I don't know, sag down. And this is the teardrop shape. This part over here, which I drew just now, is the underside of the belly. All right, so it's something like it will go something like this. All right, the underside of the boobies. So it's gonna freaking sag down. Okay, it's gonna have the nipple and the areola over here. All right, and that's about it. So the most important thing to remember in this view is that it is gonna freaking, I don't know, sag down. Okay, it's gonna sag down. Because of gravity. If the boobies are more bigger, then it's gonna even more sag down, but you gotta make it look believable. So if the boobies are more bigger, then something like this is gonna happen. It's gonna freaking overlap, because this view is like, I don't know, this view is from over here somewhere. Okay, and this part is gonna be hidden, somewhat hidden. Okay, if the boobies are more bigger, it's gonna look something like this. if it's shorter, if the boobies are like something like this, shorter, more, I don't know, not so apparent, then this underside is gonna be, I don't know, visible. All right, somewhat visible. Just like when you're drawing, I don't know, a guy, when you're drawing male figures, it's gonna be something like that if the boobies are shorter. So yeah, remember that. This is really a bad example, all right, but you get the point. Okay. Now what happens when you're looking up? This is another mystery. Sorry, I literally do not have a reference for this one. Okay, so that is why I'm like struggling. Okay, now what is gonna happen? Okay, hold on, let me drink some water. Alright, I'm gonna explain it to you. Alright, what is gonna happen when you're looking at the boobies from under Jesus Christ from under, okay? I'm gonna draw them first. Okay, draw them. These are the ribs. Okay, these are the ribs, and over here let me do this properly. I'm losing my patience now. Alright, so over here, this part, okay, this shit, alright. So this is also the underside, kind of like the underside view, okay. But this part over here, it's gonna get, so the more you look from over here underside, okay, it's gonna get even more flatter. So something like this. This is even more on the underside. God damn, man. Alright, so this is gonna get even more flatter. Why is it gonna get even more flatter? Because of the perspective. Because of the perspective. Because the body is round. Alright, the body is something like this. So if you do a cross section of the body, okay, this is the spinal column somewhere around here, and all of these shit is like the muscles, and all inside all of this is over here is like all of the organs and shit, okay. So the body is essentially round or cylindrical shape, okay. So this is why it's gonna look something like this. So these boobies are like very saggy. I made them very saggy, but you get the point. Alright, yep, that's it. They're still gonna look like something like circular, but it's like the line is gonna freaking, I don't know, flatten out itself, you know. The line is gonna flatten out itself, so something like this. Alright. And then over here there are the ribs. This line is gonna flatten out itself, okay. It's not gonna be as circular as this or even this. All right, so it's gonna freaking, I don't know, flatten out itself because of the body being like this, like a cylinder. All right, so yeah, gotta remember that, guys, gotta remember that. And here it will be the clavicle. Okay, even over here I have kind of like, I don't know, flattened out the line. So yeah, all right, that's it, that's about it. This is everything, literally everything on the boobies and the hips. All right, the boobies were the important part, the hips not so much. The hips are important, yes, of course. The pelvis was also important. The boobies were the most important because they are like, I don't know, at least for me, they are like very difficult to draw, the boobies, in a way, because I don't know, like we are not taught, even in art school we are not taught to draw boobies, okay, because everyone is like literally scared of, I don't know, getting NSFW'd or something, being a dirty person. Like, everyone calls everyone dirty person, but just because, I don't know, you draw freaking, I don't know, boobies and shit. All right, it's not being dirty, it's like, it's being more knowledgeable, you know. So this is why this information is very necessary, even if you are not drawing. So this information is necessary even if you're not drawing NSFW and lewd shit. All right, even if you're not drawing NSFW and shit, all of that lewd shit, this information is very important, because I'll show you why. Hold on. Let me just rearrange this. Why is this important? I'll show you. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me just rearrange this. Yep. All right. Where is it? Hold on. Look at this. All right. Not this one. Hold on. Not this one. Okay. Even not this one. Okay. But everything else. Okay. Look at it. Everything else, especially like all of these things, okay, these involve boobies. Okay, so if we do not study boobies, okay, it's not gonna look good. So look at this. If I draw this shit over here, it is freaking pretty accurate. Okay, same over here. Yes. All right. Yes. All right. So this is why you gotta study. Okay. And one more freaking thing. Whenever you're drawing boobies, okay, it is gonna be pointy over here. It's gonna be pointy where the nipple is, even if the nipple is like not erect or something. Okay, it is still gonna be pointy where the nipple is. So you gotta draw this pointy stuff. Okay, so look at this part. It is slightly pointier than this and this. Okay, you gotta suggest that, so that makes it look more believable. Always remember that part. Even over here, look at this. This is more pointier than the other parts. All right. Yes. This is very important stuff. So even if you do not draw, I don't know, NSFW shit, not safe for work shit. All right. This is very important to learn. that is my point. I'm sorry, I'm like getting slower now. I'm getting like really tired. All right, so yeah, this is why you gotta learn every bit of anatomy, no matter how freaking, I don't know, dirty it is, no matter how freaking, I don't know, you feel freaking disgusted about it. All right, you gotta do that. Otherwise, your art ain't gonna look believable. You ain't gonna have believable art. You ain't gonna be good. All right. So yeah. So yes, today we studied a lot of things. Okay. So tomorrow I'm not gonna do all of this shit. Okay. This is like a one-time stuff over here. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. All right. All right. Okay, so tomorrow I'm not gonna do all of this shit because this is like a one-time lesson or something, I don't know, study or something, and I have studied a lot today, okay, at least for me, and I hope you will also study with me and later on as well. All right, so tomorrow we're gonna do hands. Okay, we're gonna do the lesser known muscles of the hands, of the feet, of the knee and the elbow. The knee and the elbow doesn't have a lot of muscles, but but the structure of the knee and elbow is like kind of like complicated. Okay, so and most people are like, I don't know, struggle with it most of the time. Even I struggle with it before like doing this. So tomorrow we are gonna do this, or we're gonna draw some very fast figures. So something like this one. Okay, this one that you're seeing. Okay, you're either gonna draw some figures like this, like very fast figures, or tomorrow we're gonna study the hand, feet, knee and elbow. Mostly the hand, feet, knee and elbow, because I still need to study the hands and the feet. Okay, because I literally struggle with the hands, especially the hands. Okay, my hands are literally so bad. They look like freaking Frankenstein, my hands and feet. I gotta make them beautiful. Okay, so the next stream will be focused on that. Okay, and after that we're gonna finally move on to drawing eyes and faces from all angles. So yeah, and we might, I don't know, combine it with something like this, like full figures. Okay, so instead of drawing just the eyes and the faces, we might directly draw, I don't know, full figures, because that is usually more fun in my opinion. All right, so yeah, so subscribe. Oh, thank you Mario, thank you, and welcome. It's been a long time since you've been here, since we have talked. All right, so yeah, so thank you for joining in, whoever joined in. All right, so yesterday we had a lot of views. I don't know, YouTube decided to freaking boost my video yesterday. We had a lot of freaking views. Let me see. We had a lot of people. We had a lot of freaking views yesterday on the anatomy video. Literally 184 views. Okay, and 14 likes. So YouTube literally decided to pump that. I don't know how. Anyways, that's about it for today. All right, that's about it for today. We have a lot of we got a lot of shit done. Okay, we are getting ready for animation for my Naruto episode, for my Naruto fanfic episode 1 of animation. Okay, so all of this shit is gonna make us ready for animation. Okay, and I urge you all to also study all of this shit, because you just gotta study it once. All right, you just gotta study it once, and it fits inside your brain. All right, so yeah, you just literally gotta study it all once, just once. That's about it. And just to recap, the first day we did this because my hands and feet suck as usual. All right, I cannot draw beautiful hands and feet. Okay, next, yesterday we did this, the more anatomical stuff, because I suck at anatomy. Okay, now I'm kind of like somewhat better, but we will see. I'm still gonna suck in my opinion. And also, of course, we did this cool Naruto versus Sakura pose. Alright, I don't know, I did not like Naruto that much because it's like too buff for me. Then today morning we did this. Holy shit, all of this shit. The armpit was the juicier part over here. Okay, and the booty. These are all very rough, like my hand freaking shakes while I draw. Alright, yeah. And right now we did this. So the juicier part was this booby stuff. Okay, this was the main part over here, because I personally struggle with drawing boobs, okay, drawing the breasts and the boobs. So that is why I had to do this. Okay, this was also important, but not so much. The pelvic muscles were also important, not so much though. But this overlap thing and this boob thing and all this shit, this was the most important, because I freaking, I don't know, struggled with it. Alright, that's about it for the day. Thank you for joining in. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'm gonna come there and tear your drawing page. This Russian Indian guy, you do not want to meddle with him. And that's about it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow my Twitch. I streamed on Twitch as well as YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the stream on Twitch is also active on Twitch as well. So I dual stream on YouTube and Twitch. Alright, and that's it for the day. I hope you learned something from this study session. Okay, I was very, I don't know, very shaky today, because I'm literally tired right now. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, please do comment on the videos or anywhere, I don't know. Okay, or join my Discord. We have a cool community. It's very small right now, but one day I'm gonna make it big. All right, one day when I become big, it's gonna get big. So join my Discord if you wanna just, I don't know, hang out with cool people over there. Okay, we do a lot of stuff. I don't know, we talk about literally everything on Discord. Okay, if you wanna have fun, hang out over there, or comment if you have any questions. You can also ask comment on Discord. You can learn art and stuff. I don't know, I will try my best in my ability to teach you if you are struggling. Alright, and that's about it. And I literally stream every day for at least one time. Okay, so that is why y'all gotta freaking subscribe. Alright, that's about it. I'm not gonna yap more than necessary, because I often tend to do that a lot. I often do not want to end my streams, because y'all are pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, alright, bye. We did a lot.